Well, today, they let us kind of sleep in a little bit. We had breakfast at 9 this morning, so everybody got up and had some breakfast. Pretty good breakfast. It's always good to get up and get a good meal in, so we got some good breakfast, and after that we had practice. So after breakfast, you go back to the room and maybe relax for a little bit and get ready to go to practice. And we had practice today. Finally got to get to the field over there. Got there a little early and got our stretch in before we got on the field. And after that we got on the field. We took some ground balls as defense. We had 4 fungos. Everybody gets some ground ball work so we can get used to the field and how the surface was. And it was a really nice field, really nice surface, so that was good. In the outfield, our outfielders got some work. We're able to see how the ball travels out there and see how the walls are and what kind of angles they need to be taken out there. So that's always good. That's something we use these days for. And after that, we went into batting practice and saw the ball travel pretty well to the left and pretty much all over the place. It was a pretty good day for us to get out there and put in some work before the big game tomorrow. You don't want to change anything. If you're changing something, then something's not right. We've obviously got this far doing what we've been doing, and that's just the way we see it. We're out here just continuing to play the game that we play. Go out and play hard, practice hard, and prepare for what we got ahead of us. So today was pretty much just like any other day. You get out there and put in your work and work hard, but at the same time not changing anything just because we're in a different park or at a different place or anything like that. We just want to stick to the basics and pretty much keep our routine, what's been working for us. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy team. Obviously they're in a regional. On top of that, what we've heard, or what the deal was with them is they were in the running to host not too long ago. So can't take them lightly. Just like any other team in any regional, you can't take anybody lightly. They're here for a reason. So pretty much just going to go out there and play hard. Get after it and take care of game one, because that's the most important one. So, we don't know too much about them, but we do know that they're a good ball club and they're going to come out there and play the game well. I think it's a luxury, the pitching staff that we have. You know what I mean? It's not like we're losing anything. We got a bunch of guys that are going to go out there and compete, and they've all got great stuff. So for us, as defenders, we're just out there. We're going to play defense. Whether Beeks or Oliver or Killian's up there, or anybody, So we're going to go out there and play the game just like we do every other day. We're pretty excited that Oliver's, getting to get the first start and get out there and compete. So it's not a big difference for us. We're just going to go out there and play defense behind him and, let him compete. Yeah, for the most part, we're not too sure what the schedule's like tomorrow. For today, we're going to have a team dinner later on, which is pretty awesome. Everybody get together. That's something that I love about this team. Everybody gets along really well, and I'd like to say that that's probably one of the reasons we've had this much success. We all get along real well, and so tomorrow, with all that time off, I'm pretty sure we'll hang out. And probably not want to sit around and get too lazy. We'll probably get it moving around and stuff like that. But if anything, we'll hang out with each other. Some of us bring our Xboxes and stuff so we can get out there and play some games or whatever. But tomorrow we got that late night game, so we're just going to stay relaxed, try and conserve that energy, and pretty sure it's just going to build up some suspense for us. We're all excited to get out on that field, so it's going to be a good day. Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I've dreamt of this this level of baseball since I was little. It was one thing that I've always wanted to do, is play college baseball at the top level. So being here now is just amazing. Got out there and saw that field. It's just a real big deal for me. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's like that with a lot of us guys. We just love to compete, and to compete at the highest level is something that we all want to do. So I think being here is just one of those things. We can check off the list, and just compete is just one of those things that we like to do. So we're all pretty excited, and I'm just as excited.